Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Josh Scott on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Tonight, the Overton County Junior Wildcats host the White County Middle School Warriors. Trying to rebound the other night, Overton County Junior Wildcats obviously opened their season on Monday night, hosting the Salina Bulldogs. There, the Junior Wildcats fell 6-0 in their home opener. A defensive struggle by both teams, only one score on the night, and it came in the second quarter with 5:16 remaining in the football game. Running back Maxfield scored from 3 yards out, or 5:16 in the second quarter, yes. Maxfield scores from 3 yards out. Salina does not make the extra point try, and it became a rock fight there. Overton County opened with the football in the second half, unable to get any kind of momentum going there. Had a drive stall out on an incomplete pass, forcing a fourth and long situation. And then Overton County actually took the football back. One last drive with about 4 minutes and change to go in the football game. Drove it all the way down to the 10-yard line, but on fourth and inches, unable to come up with the first down conversion and keep a pulse in the comeback. So that was how Salina walked away out of Tom Davis Memorial Stadium with a 6-0 victory over the Junior Wildcats. Tonight, captains for Junior Wildcats: number 3, Jalen Laycock; number 30, Slade Parsons; and number 8, that is J.C. Stoltz. J.C. had a really good football game the other night on the offensive end. Slade Parsons and Jalen Laycock both contributed big time on the defensive side of the football for White County, making their trip up from Sparta. Captains Braden Cope, number 4, 55, that's going to be Ryder Staggs, and number 3, Tate Pinion. Football fans around the Upper Cumberland know that Pinion name. Of course, Tripp, assuming that's Tate's oldest brother, or older brother rather, was one of the Mr. Football finalists the last couple of years in 4A football, had done, or a Mr. Football nominee, correction there, in 4A. Got to figure he's going to factor in to the game here tonight. Beautiful night for football, a little warmer than what we had on Monday night. Much more sunshine on Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, looking beautiful as ever at the campus of Livingston Academy. Good crowd filling in here at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Of course, coin toss going on now. Official getting the call. Overton County won the toss and looks like they're going to receive to start this football game. So the Overton County Junior Wildcats going to have the football first here on a Thursday night. The normal schedule for middle school football around the Upper Cumberland, taking on the White County Middle School Warriors. I'm Josh Scott on the Livingston Academy Sports Network, the YouTube page streaming live all season long on the home circuit. And here come the Junior Wildcats. Junior Wildcats looking to rebound after Monday night's loss to Salina. Teams break their huddle. Officials break their huddle. And we're ready for football on the campus of Livingston Academy. Overton County working right to left on your screen. Here they're going to take their first possession. Again, the other night, Monday night, Overton County didn't really possess the football much. Neither did really either team in that contest where Salina come in and defeated the Junior Wildcats 6-0. Teeing it up for White County is Pinion, Tate Pinion, the 8th grader from White County Middle School, kind of setting it up straight up and down. That onside kick look. Maybe how we're starting this football game at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. It's football time in Overton County. It's an onside kick right off the get-go. That ball is going to go out of bounds. So it will stay with Overton County. Should be a spot foul because usually it takes it out to the 35, 40-yard line. Instead, it should go out at the spot. Would be about the 47-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 at the 47-yard line. Overton County can elect to have them re-kick that, but on the onside kick, there's no real reason to do so. So it's a procedure penalty against White County. Spot foul, going to put the ball at the 48-yard line. Will be first and 10, Junior Wildcats. Backfield occupied by J.C. Stoltz. I believe that is Jet Hauser here at the bottom. Hudson Hauser, his brother, the quarterback. Can't get those numbers up top. Try to give him, looks like Tucker Hargis in the slot up top. Man in motion is Stoltz. Kind of a lateral pass to him. Threw it behind him to Hauser. Stoltz put the ball on the ground right there, and that's a fumble. And right away, play number 1, disaster strikes. And White County comes up with the football. That's number 12, Judah Smith on the recovery. So good play right there on play number 1. Stoltz just puts it on the ground, and right away, ball and momentum go to the White County Middle School Warriors. So look, he'll stay first down now for the White County Warriors. Quarterback looking at number 2, that's Jack Dacus. And that is Jack. Jack gets the edge. Jack looking for more. Met by Hudson Hauser at the 49-yard line. Nice play right there by Hauser. Will make it second and 3 for White County. Second and 4 more like. Second and 4 now for White County. Good run there by Dacus to get the edge. Dacus in the shotgun. 13, Haskell Simmons off to his left in the backfield. Snap goes, looking to Pinion. That's almost intercepted. Nice play right there by Colden Weitzel. He gets mauled by his teammates on the end of that, but nice play by Colden. Incomplete pass makes it 3rd down and 4. But now 3rd down and 4. Good play by Weitzel. That's something that really Overton County struggled with, is just getting off the field on Monday night defensively. Got a chance here on this first possession for White County. Overton County's first defensive possession of the night. Dacus, handoff, goes to number 4. That's Braden Cope, and that's nicely played right there by number 18. That's Gage Kaufman. Beautiful play on the edge by Gage Kaufman. Loss on the play of 1. Makes it 4th down and 5 for the White County Warriors. You know that White County staff watched the film from Monday night and saw how Overton County struggled with the run. Gage Kaufman holds the edge and makes the play. Tackle for loss for this Junior Wildcats defense. Makes it 4th down and 6 for White County. They're going to go for it here. Dacus in the backfield. That is, of course, Simmons off to his right now. Trips to the top. Handoff goes to Simmons. It's going to be a Dacus keeper. Mansell's going to meet him there. It's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot. Lucas Mansell met Dacus, and it looks like he's a little short. And are they going to talk about it? They're going to talk about it. No, they're not. It's 1st down and 10 Junior Wildcats with the football and the stop by Lucas Mansell there. So now it's Hauser coming back out at quarterback. Now new back Lucas Mansell just made that play on the defensive end for the Junior Wildcats. Have to think they probably keep this on the ground, though. They go the lateral pass again. Mansell gets it, gets space, does Lucas Mansell. Nice block by Colton Watzel, and you can kiss him goodbye. Give him 6. Touchdown, Lucas Mansell. Touchdown, Overton County Junior Wildcats, their first of the football season, comes with 7:01 remaining here in the first quarter. Big confidence booster right there for this Junior Wildcats offense. I talked to Coach Matt and Hauser the other night. Of course, Wildcats really struggled moving the football. Didn't really go to the air much at all. And I talked to Coach Hauser and said he wanted to put the ball in the air a little more. Him and Coach Holland kind of come up with a little different game plan. And right there, kind of the lateral pass, but pass nonetheless, goes for a huge play, big touchdown, big moment for Lucas Mansell. Rollout to the flat. That's Slade Parsons on the catch, and that's a converted 2-point conversion for the Overton County Junior Wildcats. They take the 8-0 lead, 6:55 remaining here in the first. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Right back in action after the Lucas Mansell 44-yard touchdown, unofficially for Mansell, in the 2-point conversion pass from Hauser to Parsons. Makes it 8-0. Junior Wildcats with 6:55 remaining in the first quarter. Fair catch going to be called for and taken on the return by Judah Smith. So that ball is going to be dead on the where he caught it at. Should be about the 38-yard line. It is. It'll be first down and 10 White County at the 38-yard line. Easily the best drive of the season so far. Of course, we've talked about the struggles from Monday night. Overton County really couldn't get anything going offensively until the last 4 minutes and came up a couple inches short on fourth down. If you're Coach Hauser, Coach Holland, and especially Coach Melton, you're excited about the fire your team came out with to respond with here on a beautiful Thursday night at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Now White County is going to get the chance to respond. Jack Dacus, the quarterback, has been Simmons and Pinion, kind of the three-headed monster there. Now Pinion in the backfield with Dacus. Spread look, 2 receivers to the top for this White County Warriors offense. Option to the top side. Pinion does a good job coming back and getting it. It looks like blocking back on the edge, and that's exactly what it is. This play is null and void. He can run all he wants to, but it's going to come back. Blocking the back there on Colton Watzel by that outside receiver, and that's an easy call for that official. Just shut him in the back with 2 hands. So it'll be a spot foul right there. Should be 5 yards from the spot. We'll make it about 1st and 13, I believe. Depends on the mark off. And be a little longer than that. It's a 10-yard penalty, correction on that. So 10-yard penalty there. Makes that about 1st and 15 now for White County. Trips to the bottom side for Dacus. Surveying, he doesn't survey at all. Gives that thing right to Simmons. Simmons gets a lot of the yardage back. I don't really where the penalty was made at for Simmons. gets a lot of that yardage back, make it 2nd and 7, call it, for White County. Good inside run there, more like 2nd and 6. Good run right there by Haskell Simmons, and a little bit of response after adversity for this White County offense. 2nd and 6 for Dacus. Handoff inside to Pena. Nope, Dacus going to keep himself. Gets outside. Watzel doesn't contain the edge. Forced out of bounds right there by J.C. Stoltz is Dacus. Boy, he fooled everybody on the inside fake and just pulled it out of the belly of Tate Pinion. And Jack Dacus took up off the far sideline. Where it'll be 1st down and 10 now for White County. Kind of controlling everything on the scoreboard, so I apologize for that flag marker being up there. Be 1st down and 10 at the 46-yard line of White County. Good response after the block in the back penalty. Of course, for just joining us, 44-yard touchdown pass from Hauser to Lucas Mansell for the Overton County Junior Wildcats, and a 2-point conversion thereafter made it 8-0 for Junior Wildcats. And now White County getting to a chance to respond. Back-to-back first down runs for this Warrior offense makes it 1st down and 10 at the 36-yard line of Overton County. Second. Timeout, Overton County. Their first of the half. We'll take it with them. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Coach Melton wanted to talk about that defensive line and losing contain, I'm sure. Talking to those outside guys on the edge as White County's moved this football on the ground so far here on this drive. Give to Pinion. He finds the near side. Hauser does a good job keeping the edge. Stoltz just late right there. Linebackers clean it up, but not after a great run right there by Tate Pinion. Hudson Hauser did his job holding the edge. There's nobody there to clean that up. And that's 3 straight first downs for the the White County Middle School Warriors. You can update that if you want to, and if you hit this button, it puts it on there. So I've been updated. So it's 1st and 10 right now. So I'll put it on there like this. Watch. Doing a little explaining to the stat man Gage over here beside me. Just walked in the door to Gage. Tate Pinion on the carry there. Gets it down to the 20. Gain of 4 for Tate. Makes it 2nd down and 6 for this Warriors offense. Easily their best drive of the night. Of course, again, first drive kind of stalled out. Overton County Junior Wildcats do their job, but after the score, it's been an aggressive ground game. A heavy dose of Tate Pinion and Jack Dacus have moved this football down now to the red zone for the White County Warriors. Second and 6 here. You have to think the Warriors are going to stay on the ground. Big offensive line up there. Put it in the belly of Pinion. Pinion gets the near side, overplayed a little bit, but Jace Conklin on the stop there. Gain of about 5, though, is going to make it 3rd down and 2. Good play by Jace. Thought Tucker Hargis had a chance there to make the play. Kind of overran a little bit, but he ran straight into Jace Conklin. But it's 3rd down and 2. Another opportunity for this Junior Wildcats defense to be big here on 3rd down. Sports. I'm Josh Scott on the Livingston Academy Sports Network, bringing you Overton County Junior Wildcats football here on the beautiful Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Inside run goes to Pinion. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. He does. So that's going to make it first down and 10 for White County at the 12-yard line. So a chance to pick up the first down without a score here as we approach 4 minutes left here in this first quarter. A little slower moving pace than what we had Monday night, as both teams really kept the ball on the ground. It was a night where Overton County didn't touch the football till the second quarter. Already touched it here twice, scored once. Hauser to Lucas Mansell for 44 yards, and Slade Parsons caught the 2-point conversion. And here is going to be Dicus. Dicus sends Pinion in motion. Ball's on the ground. Opportunity here. Opportunity arises. And the Overton County Junior Wildcats capitalize there. Fumble recovery by number 56. That's Briar Hutchison. Briar Hutchison comes up with the turnover. It'll be first down and 10, Overton County at the 15-yard line. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Paxton Combs, the junior Wildcat, shaken up there, able to walk off under his own power. But it'll be first down and 10, junior Wildcats at the 15-yard line. Looked like Combs knocked the ball, or was the first man towards the ball, kind of shaken up by Briar Hutchison on top of him. On the recovery for Briar, Tate Pinion just kind of bobbled that handoff, put it on the ground, and now third drive of the night. Does big defensive stand for this junior Wildcats defense. Offense now looking to convert. Slot man is Hargis, looking screen play out. They do. They get the screen, and it's dropped right there by Colden Weitzel. Took his eye off the football, but had room up this near side. Did Colden, but it was second down and 10 now for the junior Wildcats at the 10-yard line. Like the man in motion, got a block on the edge right there, just unable to bring that football in was Colden Weitzel. Weitzel had a really good catch on the far sideline Monday night. It was ruled incomplete, but everybody in the stadium thought it was a completed pass. Overton County really hasn't been on the ground yet here in this football game. Has not really handed the ball off at all. Going to probably hand it off right here. They do, and that's just poorly blocked up front, but Mansell makes a play. Mansell trying to turn field. Mansell gets at the far sideline. Goes Lucas Mansell, and you see why he's running back one. He breaks free, and that's going to be nothing but green grass for Lucas Mansell from the 15-yard line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Overton County, 85 yards for Lucas Mansell. Extends the Overton County lead to 14-0. 2 touchdowns already on the night for Lucas Mansell. Two-point try upcoming. Wow, what a game so far for Lucas Mansell here in this contest. Wasn't blocked well on this left side of the offensive line. Mansell just makes a play there and turns it upfield for 85 yards on 2nd down and 10. Hauser rolling right, looking at that flat route again. Flags down. I believe that pass is going to fall incomplete anyway. So with 2:56 remaining in the first quarter, it's going to be 14-0. Junior Wildcats lead the White County Middle School Warriors. You're watching Junior Wildcat football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Big plays all over the field in the first quarter for Lucas Mansell with only 2:52 remaining. Here in the first quarter, Mansell's already been on the board twice, 44 yards on the second drive of the night for Mansell from Hauser, and now an 85-yard touchdown for the stellar back of Overton County's offense. Big night setting up for number 23 in the blue and the white. Judah Smith makes the fair catch for White County. It'll be 1st down and 10 White County, I believe, at the 40-yard line. That's where they mark it. So White County takes back over. Had a good drive there as they were moving down the field with Haskell, Dacus, and Pinion, but Tate puts it on the ground, gives the ball to the Overton County Junior Wildcats offense. Briar Hutchinson comes up with a recovery, and 2 plays later, 85 yards in green grass for Lucas Mansell to extend the Overton County lead to 14-0. Dacus back looking to pass. Here is Dacus. He rose up there for a second, didn't like what he saw, and that's going to be a run for Dacus. He does avoid the tackle by Owen Graff, and he's wrapped up inside by Jace Conklin and Zane Gray. Gain of 2, giving 3 on the play. It's 2nd down and 7. The clock's got to run. They got a clock malfunction as it's not running. And they've got to run the clock. The official's begging for the clock to run. And it finally does. 2nd down and 7 for the White County Warriors. Official, I thought he was going to tear his shoulder out right there while into it. 2nd down and 7, 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. Overton County leads 14-0. Dacus rolling down to the bottom side. Hauser does a good job right there. Not Hauser, Gage Kaufman. But it's Tate Pinion in the flat. Tate makes a man miss. Shades of his brother goes Tate Pinion to the house. Touchdown, White County. 47 yards from Dacus to Pinion. Narrows the margin at 14-6. 2-point try pending for White County. I called that 47 yards. Livingston Academy math product. It was actually 57 yards. From Dicus to Pinion narrows the gap to 14 to 6. 2-point try. Handoff goes inside to Simmons, and he's going to be short. So lead stays at 8. Overton County leads White County 14 to 6 with 2:03 in the first quarter. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. So after the big White County Warriors play from Dicus to Pinion, the score narrows down to 14 to 6 in favor of the Overton County Junior Wildcats. Josh Scott on the call for this beautiful night of football between Overton County and White County at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Gage, my son, to my left, kind of running the production of everything you see on the screen and kind of adding some new logos and working through some new technology here through Huddle. Huddle being a really good provider of scout information for years, and now the ability to live stream. Kick's going to be returned by number 8. That's J.C. Stoltz. J.C. gets a seam. Boy, he almost lost that football again. Carried it like a loaf of bread, but beautiful return. Gets it out for about 24 yards on the return for J.C. Stoltz. It'll be first down and 10, Overton County at the 46-yard line. J.C. kind of carried that thing out there in his hands and almost dropped the football there. I think he'd have probably been running some gassers or something on the sideline. But it's first down and 10 at the 46-yard line for Overton County. 2 out of their first 3 possessions, they found the end zone, looking to make it 3 of 4 here. Chains got to move. They're not in the right spot up there. Going the wrong way are the Chains. The far side official going to get that corrected. Maybe. Yeah. He's walking up there slowly but surely. 1:57 here to go in this slow-moving first quarter. Been a high-scoring affair. Lots of firepower by both teams here early on. Junior Wildcats have the advantage at 14 to 6. Man in motion is Weitzel. Handoff goes inside of Tucker Hargis. Flag on the play is probably going to be an illegal motion there, but nice run by Tucker Hargis. Would have been a 7-yard gain. Check the flag. And ball got out to the 40-yard line. Would have been a gain of 6. And now it's instead of 2nd and 4, it's more than likely going to be a 5-yard penalty against Overton County. Make it 1st and 15. We'll check the marker. So it is a procedure penalty against the Overton County Junior Wildcats. Going to back them up 5. Coach Melton not happy with that call at all. Really giving it to this near side official. Loss of 5 on that makes it now 1st and 15 at the 49-yard line for the Junior Wildcats offense. Had a nice run right there, gain of 7. Instead, it's going to be a loss of 5 yards and make it 1st and 15. Trying to replicate that play here on 1st and 15 with the Junior Wildcats. Coach Hauser over to my left is very animated right now about that call. He thought his wide receivers were on the line, and I kind of agree with him. They checked with the official and everything. And there's going to be a flag right here, and I guarantee you that's going to be a sideline warning against Overton County. I guarantee you that. And if I'm Coach Melton and my staff, I'm really upset, but I've got to check my emotions here. I've got to be able to just let that go, even though I felt like I was in the right. I've got to let it go and get it to play. And I don't know that he's going to give him a warning. He calls an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, not even a warning. So now 1st and 30 after the unsportsmanlike penalty against the Junior Wildcats coaching staff. Usually you get a warning. There had to be something egregious there to give the whole unsportsmanlike penalty and back it up 15. Usually you always get a warning. So I'm unsure there, obviously, from the booth, no clue. Hudson Hauser hands it off to Tucker Hargis. Hargis just turns his feet, gets upfield, gets a gain of about, call it 3. So 2nd and 27 now coming up for the Junior Wildcat offense. I don't know if I'm Coach Hauser what I call here on 2nd and a country mile, essentially. Hauser breaks the huddle, I formation, Stoltz and Hargis behind him in the I. Jet Hauser, and Colton Weitzel here to the bottom of your screen. Fake toss sweep goes to Tucker Hargis. Tucker makes a jump cut, gets one cut up, gets a couple yards there on the carry for Tucker Hargis. Makes it 3rd down and 25 now for this Junior Wildcats offense. Really hampered there by the 2 back-to-back penalties, the 5 yards on the illegal procedure and then the 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Gave a loss of 20, and now you've got a 3rd and 25 here. 45 seconds now left in the first quarter. I formation, Weitzel and Hauser to the top. Toss is going to go to Hargis. Hargis makes a man miss, gets up inside, trying to get to the edge. Unable to is Tucker Hargis. Does get 5 yards, but it's going to be 4th down and 20. And if I'm Coach Melton, that's where I'm going to let this first quarter in. On 4th and 20, decision time, really no decision. If you got a punter, we're probably going to get this thing punted away for the Junior Wildcats, but I'm sure they're going to talk about it, take it to the end of the quarter. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So at the end of the first quarter, your score, Overton County 14, White County 6. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Start of the second quarter now at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, where the Overton County Junior Wildcats lead the White County Middle School Warriors by a score of 14-6. First quarter, really dynamic first quarter for this Overton County Junior Wildcats team, scoring on 2 of their first 3 drives. It was Hudson Hauser to Lucas Mansell for 44 yards to get the scoring started, and then after a defensive stand and Briar Hutchinson fumble recovery, it was Lucas Mansell again scoring from 85 yards out to stretch the lead to 14-0 for Overton County. Next drive, it was Jack Dacus finding Tate Pinion for 57 yards in the White County Middle School touchdown to narrow the margin to 14-6. And boy, on the punt return, Judah Smith ran into by his own man, Braden Cope. Had a nice return set up right there, but it'll be first down and 10 White County at the 33-yard line. Again, 14-6, kind of an odd sequence of events there on that last offensive possession for Overton County. Some interesting penalties called, and we'll leave it at that. But now a chance right here for Overton County's defense to really stand tall. 7:55 remaining here in the first half. White County scored on their last possession on Dacus to Pinion. Running a man in late is White County. He's an offensive lineman. Right guard, a little late to the party, but he's at the party nonetheless. It'll be first down and 10 for White County. Dacus hands inside to Pinion. Pinion makes a man miss. Pinion making a two-man miss. Breaks a tackle, and Pinion is gone. Tate Pinion gets free, and that is a touchdown. White County, 64 yards for Tate Pinion. Two-point conversion upcoming now for White County. Can tie this game here if they can get it across the goal line. 7:41 remaining here in this first half. Score 14-12. After the 67-yard touchdown. Handoff goes to Pinion, and Overton County's all over that. Conklin and Mansell meet Pinion in the backfield. Conversion no good. Your score with 7:36 remaining in the second quarter. Overton County 14, White County 12. So after the 67-yard Tate Pinion touchdown, two-point conversion tried failed. It'll be Pinion on to kick it now for White County. Hauser kind of comes up into his territory on the pooch kick. Pinion's kicked it a little deeper, and past that first line, he's also tried to convert an onside kick for White County to open the football game. Pinion has it teed up for the onside again. A hand's got to get on that, and it's going to go, it almost goes out of bounds. That's going to be recovered by Overton County somehow, some way. Junior Wildcats calling that football. Almost was danger time there, but it'll be first down and 10 at the 45-yard line for the Junior Wildcats. Looking to get on back in the scoring column. The first quarter opened up 2 out of 3 of their drives, converted into scores. It was a backwards pass. Lateral rushing touchdown from Hauser to Mansell for 44 yards. Two-point conversion by Slade Parsons was good. That get the Overton County Junior Wildcats an 8-0 lead. 6:55 remaining in the first quarter. They answered on the next drive, 85-yard touchdown for Lucas Mansell on the ground. 2:56 remaining in the first quarter there. They took a 14-0 lead. And then White County's answered back-to-back touchdowns for the Warriors, have narrowed this margin to 14-12 have failed on both two-point conversion attempts. Hauser, play-action pass. Hauser looking for Jet, his younger brother, and just throws it too wide and out of bounds. Incomplete pass from the Hauser house. Makes it second down and 10. Had Jet there, just got to throw it to him. Don't have to worry about aiming it and lobbing it to him. Just get it to him. Jet, the 7th grader, young man, has shown his ability to catch the football in space. Actually, the 6th grader, correction, is Jet Hauser. And so it's now second down and 10 for Overton County. They've had success when they put the ball in the air, whether going forwards or backwards, against this Warriors defense. Pinion looking to blitz off the edge here, this near side. He plays down on the run. Handoff goes to Mansell. Goes nowhere. Does Lucas. Nice play on the interior of that defensive line for White County. Makes it third down and 12 for Overton County. 7 minutes and change left here in this first half. A beautiful night for football at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. The second game of the week here on the campus of Livingston Academy for the Overton County Junior Wildcats. They do go on the road next week to play the Fentress County Crush up in Jamestown. Shout out to one of my guys, Drake Garrett, up there. It's Hudson Hauser, the quarterback in the I formation. Toss sweep goes to Mansell. Mansell looking for space, unable to break the tackle. No, and now he's got blocking in front of him. Stays in bounds, does Mansell. He's still in bounds. They actually rule him out at the 42-yard line, rather. First down and 10 for the Overton County Junior Wildcats. Mansell really made something out of nothing there. And it's first down and 10 for the Junior Wildcats at the 42-yard line. I think everybody kind of gave up on that play, but Mansell, able to break the tackle and get upfield, was Lucas Mansell. Really good run from the Junior Wildcats. Running back 1, 8th grader, power back, speed back. That kind of does it all for this Junior Wildcats backfield. Now it's J.C. Stoltz and Tucker Hargis in the I formation. There's going to be a flag on the play. The signal's going against the Junior Wildcats. It's going to be a false start against Overton County. So back them up 5, makes it first down and 15 at the 47-yard line. They said the wide receiver on the top side up there, looked like Laycock maybe, flinched his arm, and that's enough to draw the penalty flag. So we first down and 15 after the Lucas Mansell run. Again, we thank you for joining along on this Livingston Academy Sports Network YouTube page presented by Huddle. I'm Josh Scott. Gage Cox to my left. Young man, lucky to call my son here. First and 15, he's doing a really good job on this production. Everything you see on the screen outside of the game being played is being put on the screen by my 12-year-old son. I couldn't be prouder of him in this moment for bringing you this stream. It looks really good, Gage. I got to give you credit. Kind of just nodded his head. He wished he could have a microphone, I think. J.C. Stoltz on the inside handoff. It goes nowhere. Loss of around 2, I think, there for J.C. Overton County's really having a hard time blocking these big bodies up front. That's 58. Tristan Wittenberg, 72's Dalton Woody, and 79, Reddy Weldon. They've just kind of controlled the game. Of course, 59 there is Tanner Steele as well. They've had their way with this Overton County Junior Wildcats offensive line, the defensive line for White County, really controlling this drive here. It makes it second down and 15, really 17, I believe, here for Overton County. Hudson Hauser, the quarterback, under center. Back to pass is Hauser. Looking, sets, fires, throws to Laycock. Laycock just bobbles that thing away. Would have been about a 3 or 4 yard gain, but instead it's third down and 17 after the incompletion from Hauser to Laycock. So now third down and 17, 5:47 remain here in this first half. Interested to see if Overton County stays on the ground, tries to get the green grass on the top, or goes to the air with Hauser. An incomplete pass there to Laycock. Back to pass is Hauser. He sets. He's looking, firing deep to Jet Hauser. Just overthrows him outside of the marker. And it'll be fourth down and 10 after the Hauser house incompletion. Be fourth down and 17. And I have to think Overton County is going to punt this thing away. No real play here for this Junior Wildcats team. That's anything but a punt. So now Hudson in the punt for this Junior Wildcats special teams unit. Back deep is Braden Cope and Judah Smith for White County. This is the hardest thing to do right here, and there's going to be a stoppage in play. It's going to be a timeout for Overton County. We'll take it with them. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Back at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium on the campus of Livingston Academy, 4th down and 17 here for Overton County. After the penalty marker on the false start on 1st down, just Overton County couldn't do anything with the football after that. It'll be Hudson Hauser to punt with 5:40 remaining here in the first half. Hauser gets it away. Nice punt right here by Hudson. Returned right there by Cope. Cope looking to make a man miss, does. Cope looking to get to the far sideline, and he's tracked down right there by Jace Conklin. Nice play by Jace. Good return right there by Cope, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for White County at the 34-yard line. Looking to get on the board for the 3rd straight drive. If I'm Overton County, I'm watching all I can on number 3. All eyes on 3. Tate Pinion. He's scored both touchdowns here tonight for the White County Warriors. Scored one through the reception department as Jack Dacus found him for 57 yards. And then on the ground, Tate broke loose up the far sideline for 67 yards. Just 2 minutes of clock time ago, 7:36 remaining in the second quarter, is when Tate got to the end zone and narrowed this margin down to 14-12. If I'm White County, I'm keeping this ball on the ground to number 3 until you stop it. He's actually in the slot here. Ball goes inside to Simmons. Simmons goes nowhere. Good play right there by Tucker Hargis, Lucas Mansell, and Jace Conklin. Gain of 1 maybe, really not. They're going to give him a half of yard, so we'll give him the yard right there. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for White County. Good play inside by Conklin, Hargis, and Mansell. Big bodies up front for Overton County have done a good job tonight. 71's Riggins Honeycutt, 55 Zane Gray, and 56 Briar Hutchison. All the interior linemen there. Zane kind of stands up at that defensive end with Jace Conklin on the other side. Man in motion is Cope. Dacus looking to roll out. Good play right there by Gray. That's a hold right there, and a good play by Colden Watzel. No gain on the play. That's an obvious holding call. That's a great play by Zane Gray. He's not going to get credit for the tackle, but he did everything right. Did the big man, number 55 on the edge, made Dacus go around, had nothing but a hold able to be done against him. Colden Watzel makes the play, and I've got to assume that they're going to take this penalty as a 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And if so, that should make it 2nd down and 19 after the step off. I have to watch it here. It's actually, it's going to be 2nd down and 19. Now Coach Melton takes the penalty. Good play by Zane Gray. Good tackle right there by Colden Watzel. It doesn't really go into the stat margin, but he does do his job on the edge. Colden's had a really good night of football here. Of course, Colden is the younger brother of Caden, the Swiss Army knife of the Livingston Academy football team. Handoff goes to Pinion. Pinion looking for space. Good play right there on the ankle tackle. Who was that right there? Number 8, that's J.C. Stoltz on the tackle. No, not J.C. Stoltz. It's 18, Gage Kaufman. Second big play he's had of the night for Gage. Good play there. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd down and 19 for the White County Warriors offense. Really good play by Gage Kaufman. Big 3rd down moment right here. 3:54 and rolling here in this first half. Junior Wildcats looking to get off the field on 3rd and 19. Dacus in the shotgun. Simmons to his right. Pinion here in the slot. Cope goes in motion. Dacus up to the far side. Being tracked down by Lucas Menzel. Ball's out. Ball goes out of bounds. He'll go where the ball went out of bounds at. Loss of 1 on the play is going to make it 4th and 20. Beautiful play on the edge by Lucas Menzel. Punches the ball away. And on 4th and 20, White County is going to have no other option than to punt this football right back to the Overton County Junior Wildcats. Huge stand for the Junior Wildcats defense. I don't know what they talked about, the defensive staff for the Overton County Junior Wildcats after that last drive, back-to-back drives resulting in touchdowns for White County. Whatever they talked about worked. As there's going to be a timeout on the field, timeout White County. We'll take it with them. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football, where the Overton County Junior Wildcats lead the White County Warriors 14-12 at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Back here at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, Josh Scott on the call for this production of Overton County Junior Wildcats football, hosting the White County Middle School Warriors. Gage Cox to my left, doing all the graphic work you see on the screen, doing a fine job for a 12-year-old here on a Thursday night. Punt formation for White County looks like number 21, Essen Humphrey. And that ball gets away. He's going to fall on it, but it's going to be dead right there. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Junior Wildcats at the 4-yard line. Just bobbled the snap. Did Humphrey. Got away from him, and Overton County is going to be able to take advantage. 1st down and goal at the 4-yard line. Huge turn of events here in this football game. And you've got to think number 23 in the blue and the white is the call here. Lucas Mansell searching for that 3rd touchdown of the night for this Junior Wildcats offense. Single back is Mansell. Hauser under, it's a lateral. No, it's not. Hauser pulls it down. Hauser looking to get inside. He does. Touchdown, Hudson Hauser. From 4 yards out goes the Wildcats quarterback and extends the lead to 20-12. Beautiful decision by Hudson Hauser. Give him 6. Touchdown, Junior Wildcats. Big play by Hudson Hauser. Love to see that after the week he's had. Of course, the patriarch of the Hauser family, Coach Mark Hauser, passing away last week. Hudson getting into the end zone here just over a week later. I formation now. Hudson back to pass. Hudson looking, got to get rid of this. No, he doesn't. He stays on his feet, does Hudson Hauser. He's finding some space upside. He does get to this far side, and that's a 2-point conversion. Beautiful athleticism by Hauser, shades of his father. Over to my left, Matton, and that's a 2-point conversion. Your score, with 2:41 remaining in the second quarter, Junior Wildcats 22, White County 12. You're watching Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Gage Kaufman on the kick this ball away for the Junior Wildcats after the Hudson Hauser drive. 4-yard touchdown run by Hauser and executed a 2-point conversion on a creative run as well for number 12. Pinion on the return, looking to get a couple stiff arms. That could have been a face mask right there, and that's exactly what that's going to be. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Tate Pinion because he stiff arms, but you cannot grab the face mask there. He had a good stiff arm and then closed the hand. That should be a personal foul face mask against White County. A couple of guys shaking up on the field, kind of cramping. We'll take a break, throw some graphics on them while they work on those guys. 2:25 remaining here in the first half. Junior Wildcats 22, White County 12. So check the marker there. I believe that's going to be a 15-yard step up, maybe 10. It's actually going to be 15 yards on the return. Penalty flag there was the face mask on the offensive player. That was Pinion. Pinion also shaken up on the play, cramped up there, as did Braden Cope. But now it's first down and 10 at the 15-yard line of White County, trailing this football game 22-12. An explosive first half for this Junior Wildcats offense after not being able to find the end zone at all on Monday night. Only got inside the 20-yard line once in that whole football game against Salina. Much different football team, at least here in the first half, against White County. 2:25 remaining here in the first half. First down and 10. Warriors. Couple of big plays in these last couple of drives for this Junior Wildcats defense. Looking to make one here. Handoff goes inside. Didn't get the number on that. Looked like 25. If that is, that's Bentley Weaver. Couldn't really see in the scrum. It's actually number 23. That's going to be Casey Lyons. Gain of 2 makes it second down and 8. Look over, I see Pinion giving a thumbs up. He's ready to go. Those Pinion guys are gamers for the Warriors program. And that's exactly who's coming in off that far sideline. Good to see Tate Pinion back. He's been really good here tonight. Both touchdowns have been scored by Pinion. Second down and 8. 1:45 remaining here in this first half of football. A humid night at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium in the thick of the summer. That August heat starting to really welt down on these athletes. Second and 8. It's Dacus back to pass. Shoulder fake. Has a man deep. He's going to overthrow him, though. Is Judah Smith running by, trying to get by Hauser. Good shoulder fake by Dacus on the fake screen. Out. He faked it out to Margison. Brett Margison there in the slot. Had the go route to Smith. Just unable to find Smith there downfield. And it'll be third down and 8 now for this Warriors offense. Really need an answer right here if you're White County. You can't force yourself into fourth and long, punt this ball away to an Overton County team with momentum. You do get the football back. If you're a White County Warriors fan, you do have some encouragement that you open the second half with the football. 1:28 remaining in the first half. 3 wide receivers at the top. That's Smith, Pinion, and Margison in the slot. Zane Gray on pursuit. Zane's looking to get Dacus. He doesn't get to him. He does force him up the edge. It's Gage Kaufman forces Dacus out of bounds. Nice play right there by Zane Gray. Not able to make the tackle. Forces in the Gage Kaufman. Gage forces Dacus out. Give him a couple yards there. We're going to call it 4th down and 5 for this White County Warriors offense. And they're sending the punt unit out. You almost have to. And if I'm Overton County, no, I don't have to do that because the ball carrier went out of bounds, so the clock stopped there. I started to say you might want to think about calling a timeout. But 1:20 remaining here in the first half. White County's going to punt this thing right back to this Junior Wildcats offense that's been humming all first half long. You can tell it by the 3 touchdowns here so far. Fumbled snap the last time they had it on the punt. That's a high arcing punt. It's probably going to go out of bounds. It does. And it's going to go out around the 35-yard line. That's where they mark it. At the 35-yard line, it'll be 1st down and 10. Junior Wildcats, 1:20 remaining here in the first half, only needing 34 or 35 yards to find their 4th touchdown of the night. Again, we thank you for joining along on this production of Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports YouTube page. I'm Josh Scott Gage to my left, doing all the production work. Every graphic you see on the screen, he's missing those logos. I'm going to have to get on him. He already flashed them up there. He saw it. 1st down and 10 at the 35. Hauser, the quarterback, under center. Hauser hands it off to Stoltz. Stoltz met after a gain of about 1. They give him no gain there. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. After the run by Stoltz, it's number 21, Eston Humphrey, in on the stop. Makes it 2nd down and 10. 1 minute now showing here in the first half. I wonder if at some point Coach Melton goes to the air, Coach Holland, the offensive coordinator, go to the air right here as the first half winds down. They do have 1 timeout, so if they can get in some kind of scoring territory here, you at least may have another shot at the end zone. Could just decide to take the 10-point lead in the locker room. We'll see here. Hauser, single back formation. Tucker Hargis, the back. And it'll be timeout Overton County. Coach Melton wants to talk about that. We're going to keep it here as Overton County uses their final timeout of the first half. Beautiful night of football here on Tom Davis Memorial Stadium at Livingston Academy. It opened up with a Hudson Hauser lateral backwards pass. Goes down as a rush. And a rushing touchdown for Lucas Mansell, 44 yards. With 6:55 remaining in the first quarter. That's how the scoring got started. Slade Parsons converts the 2-point conversion on a catch from Hudson Hauser, give the lead 8-0 to Overton County. After a Briar Hutchinson fumble recovery, it was Lucas Mansell scampering 85 yards to the house. With 2:56 remaining in the first quarter, that extended the lead to 14-0 in favor of Overton County. On the ensuing drive, Jack Dacus finds Tate Pinion for 57 yards to narrow the margin to 14-6 in favor of Overton County. Next drive for Overton County kind of marred by penalties. White County takes the football back and finds the end zone. Tate Pinion again, 7:36 remaining in the second quarter, narrows the margin to 14-12. And then after the punt disaster for White County, Overton County got the football 1st down and goal at the 4-yard line. It was Hudson Hauser on the very next play, scoring the touchdown to extend the lead to 20-14, and then the 2-point conversion to make it 22. He has a man deep for Mansell. Oh my goodness! Beautiful ball from Hauser, just outside, maybe out of the reach of Lucas Mansell. That looked like 6 there. So incomplete pass from Hauser. Doesn't matter how pretty it is if it doesn't fall in the hands. 29 seconds here in the first half remaining. But Hauser again, recapping that, with 2:41 remaining in the first half, scores the touchdown, extends the lead to 20-12, does the work on the ground to get the 2-point conversion. That's where our score stands, 22-12, with 29 seconds to go. It's 3rd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. If I'm Coach Melton, I'm probably considering just punt or keeping this thing on the ground, and then considering a pooch punt, forcing White County to drive 90 plus yards or so with only seconds left in the first half. Hauser, single back is Mansell. Looks like they're going to go the same thing to the other side. They do. Top side, fake screen. He actually throws it out there. That's like a hold inside. That's Colton Watson on the catch. Colton tries to make my man miss. He's got a gain of 4 on the catch from Hauser to Watson. But it looked like a hold inside. Check the marker. And Watson shaking up just for a minute. Pops right back up there, does Colton Watson. Talking to the White County staff is the head official. Again, I think it's a hold inside. I would probably take the penalty, or not take the penalty if I didn't have to, because it leaves you seconds, and it makes it 4th down and about 6 for Overton County. They'd at least have to put the football away here on 4th down. So it is going to be a hold, and the White County is going to accept the penalty. So it's going to bring it back to 3rd down with 20 seconds remaining. Probably 3rd and 22 here for Overton County. And if I'm Coach Melton, Coach Holland, and the offensive staff, I'm probably just going to run this football here. White County has 2 timeouts remaining. They'd have to burn 1 to stop it. And they only have 1 with around 15 to 12 seconds left in the first half and have to drive the ball the length of the field. And they're running the clock, so it's actually a live ball play because the ball carrier or the play was live when the hole was made, so that penalty really doesn't matter at all. That's going to be the end of the first half, barring some kind of disaster here. Overton County's rushing to the line and try to get this penalty or this play underway, and it's not going to matter. That's halftime at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, where at halftime the Overton County Junior Wildcats lead the White County Middle School Warriors 22-12. We'll be back with more action in the second half and a recap of the first. You're watching Overton County football on the Livingston Academy Wildcats Sports Network. Halftime over. We're ready for football at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Josh Scott, Gage Cox to my left, running the production truck. All the graphics you see on the screen are ran by a 12-year-old. He's pretty proud of that, I think. 22-12 your score here at Livingston Academy. Was Hudson Hauser on the lateral to Lucas Mansell for 44 yards to get this scoring party started for Overton County. 2-point conversion completed by Slade Parsons gave Overton County an 8-0 lead. Lucas Mansell scored again from 85 yards out. 2:56 remaining in the first quarter. Extended the lead to 14 as second half kick going to be taken by Taylor there. 15, Kyson Taylor. It'll be first down and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the third drive for White County, it was Jack Dacus finding Tate Pinion for 57 yards to narrow the gap to 14-6. Next drive for White County, 67-yard touchdown for Tate. 14-12 with 7:36 remaining in the second quarter. Then a turnover. Opportunity struck for the Overton County Junior Wildcats, able to recover the missed snap on the fumble of the punt by White County. Hudson Hauser capped that 4-yard drive off with a touchdown run of his own, converted the 2-point conversion with 2:41 remaining in the first half. And that gave the Wildcats their scoring total of 22. Dacus finding Cope there to open the second half for this Warriors offense. Been an up-and-down performance for this unit outside of Tate Pinion and Jack Dacus with the football. 6-yard gain, and there's going to be a stoppage of play. The clock's never ran here to open the half. That's what the stoppage is. It's second down and 5, I guess. We said 6, more like 5. Second down and 5. I get it. Yep, 4. Again, it's 6 there. Gage is right. Kind of looks at me. You can glare at me over there. Second and 4 for White County. It's Dacus on the snap. Handoff goes to Pinion. Nope. Dacus keeps it. Dacus going up the far sideline. Forced out of bounds right there by Stoltz, but not before Jack Dacus picks up a White County Warriors first and 10 at the 47-yard line. Gain of about 12 there for Jack. And this Warriors offense picks up their first down on the first drive of half number 2. Beautiful night for football. Sun starting to go down. Cloud cover coming in. Beautiful pink sky. Off to the northeast skyline. Moon hanging bright over Livingston Academy and Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Second game of the week for this Overton County Junior Wildcats team here at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. And that's Simmons on the carry. He's almost wrapped up by, looked like Briar Hutchinson had him in the backfield, unable to bring down Simmons. And it's a 4-yard gain for Simmons. We'll make it second down and 6. Briar Hutchinson had Simmons wrapped up. Simmons kept the feet moving and was able to gain 4 on the play. Of course, the Overton County Junior Wildcats fell to Salina on Monday night by a score of 6-0. 22 points in the first half for the Junior Wildcats tonight. Pinion on the run. Pinion brought down. Nice play right there by Briar Hutchinson. Briar, to look at him, you wouldn't think he could make a play. Young man, not built super tall, but he's able to get the ball carrier, Tate Pinion, down for a loss of 1 for the 7th grader. And it's third down and 7 for White County at the 49-yard line. I'm looking around at a lot of these names. A lot of these names have made a lot of noise at the Outlaws level. And you look on the roster for Overton County, you got a 6th grader in Zane Gray, a 6th grader in Jet Hauser, combined with, of course, the host of 7th and 8th graders as well. Dacus looking to pass, finds it out there to Humphrey. Humphrey trying to make men miss. He does for a second, but he's corralled by Mansell and Watzel out to the 45-yard line. It'll be 46-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 4 after the completion from Dacus to Humphrey. And decision time now for this White County coaching staff. Looking like they don't send the punter out there. Of course, Humphrey, 21, is the punter. But it's going to be Dacus going to get the call from the coaching staff. 4th down and 4, and I would not be surprised one bit here with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter if White County tries to draw this defensive front for Overton County off sides. Got to keep in your stance and got to hold your water if you're on that defensive line. No freeze count coming. Dacus out to pass, looking for Cope. Cope makes a man miss, makes two men miss. It's Braden Cope up the far sideline. Lucas Mansell forces him out of bounds at the 9, but not before a huge play from Jack Dacus to Braden Cope. First down and goal for White County. Timeout on the field for an injured player. We'll take it with them. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Back in action here. Young man shaking up there was Cope after the tackle by Mansell. It'll be first down and goal at the 9-yard line after the huge pass completion from Dacus to Cope. A good football game here. Scoreboard shows the Junior Wildcats up 22-12. But White County sure had their opportunities tonight. A big one here. First down and goal at the 9-yard line. Overton County is going to need to come up with a stop here. It'll be Dacus and Pinion in the backfield for the Warriors. Coaching staff trying to get everybody lined up. They do. Man in motion is Cope. Dacus to the near side sweep. Quarterback sweep to the far side, or near side. It's Colton Watzel making the play. Beautiful play by Colton Watzel. No gain on the play for Dacus. Colton's been really good here in this football game tonight, especially on that edge. Has done a really good job holding the perimeter there, setting the edge so everybody could clean it up inside. But it's number 10 in blue making the play there. Makes it second down and goal. Probably lost a half of a yard there, but there'll be second down and goal from the 9 for White County. Big play right there by Colton Watzel, the 7th grader, younger brother of Caden, the Swiss Army knife offensive, defensive player for this Livingston Academy high school team who gets their season started on the 21st at Cumberland County. Dacus, handoff inside to Pinion. Pinion makes a man miss, gets inside. Does he cross the goal line? No, they rule him short of the goal line for Tate Pinion. Near side official come in and calls him down at the 2. It'll be third down and goal. Not sure who made that tackle there. Looked like maybe Owen Graff. Owen Graff saves the touchdown. Third down and goal from about the 1-yard line. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. White County looking to narrow the margin, trailing 22-12. Dacus gets it. Handoff goes inside to Pinion. Pinion not able to get to the end zone. Beautiful play by Gage Kaufman and Hudson Hauser. No gain on the play for Pinion. It'll be fourth down and goal for White County. Hudson Hauser set the edge. Gage Kaufman came through on the play. And it'll make it fourth down and goal from the 1. Inside 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Can't say enough about this Overton County Junior Wildcats defense here at times, making some huge plays. Tate Pinion, a well of a tailback for this Overton County, or White County Warriors middle school football team. Dacus and Pinion, you got to think it's going to be some kind of version of the read. It's going to be up to Dacus to make the decision here. Play clock now down to 5, and that's going to be timeout for White County. We'll keep it here with them. Gage may run some ads here, or rosters, I guess. Of course, not really no ads right now here, but we're going to go ahead and run the roster and the schedule. You see it on the screen there, roster for Overton County, a good-looking roster this year. 1:26 remaining here in the third quarter, fourth down and goal. Overton County leads White County 22-12. White County has the football 3 feet from the goal line. Of course, see the schedule flashing on the screen there. Up next for Overton County is Fentress County on the road next week before returning home to play Smith County at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium in week, 3, game number 4. Game number 2, big night here. Looking to rebound are the Overton County Junior Wildcats after falling to Salina 6-0 on Monday night. Wasn't really able to get any kind of continuity going on the offensive end of the football. Had some good defensive moments here tonight. It's been an offensive showing from this Overton County Junior Wildcats team. It's going to be defense right here, needing to get the stop. 4th down and goal at the 1. Handoff. Nope, fake handoff. Dacus rolling. Dacus looking. Dacus, ball incomplete. Coverage by Hauser. And that's a turnover on downs. Defensive stand for Hawkeye. Players shaking up there. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. As Overton County comes up with the defensive stand on 4th and goal. They'll have the ball when we come back from their own 1-yard line. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. Lyman shaking up there. Offensive lineman there shaking up for White County. Overton County comes up with a big stop on 4th down. Well, we'll have the ball in the shadows of their own goalpost. 1st down and 10. Ball inside the 1-yard line. 99 yards from pay dirt for this Junior Wildcats offense. Interested to see. Probably going to keep this thing on the ground to Mansell. Mansell's had a really good night. Of course, 2 scores on the night, looking for number 3 possibly on this drive. It's going to take 99 yards and the best drive of the year so far for Overton County to execute it. I formation, quarterback keeper. Hudson's going to run it forward for a couple of yards, get it out to the 2-yard line for Hudson Hauser. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. I think that's a safe play call, just trying to give Hauser room to work. You don't want to come up with a turnover here. If you're White County, you're licking your lips, trying to get pressure on the ball carrier, pressure on the quarterback here. At least come away with 2 points as the clock winds down inside a minute here in the 3rd quarter. Overton County leading White County 22-12. I'm Josh Scott. Gage Cox to my left, running all the graphics you see on the screen, doing a really good job. Is Gage. A beautiful night for football on the campus of Livingston Academy at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, one of the most beautiful stadiums in the Upper Cumberland area. One of the best fields you'll find. That looks like an offensive penalty. It is. It's a false start against Overton County. It would be a 5-yard penalty, but it'll half the distance to the goal. So really nothing lost there on the false start. It'll still be 2nd down. Call it 2nd down and 10 for Overton County. Clock should wind if it does. Overton County doesn't really have to even run a play here. It does. So 25 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. If I'm Overton County, I don't even call a play here. I'll let this go to the 4th quarter with a 10-point lead. See what Coach Holland and Coach Melton come up with here. I believe that's what's going to be the decision, as you see Holland and Hudson Hauser on the bottom of your screen, and that's what's going to happen. We go to the 4th. Overton County leads White County 22-12. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. And we enter the fourth quarter here at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. Overton County leading White County 22-12, but a big moment here as it's second down and 10 for Overton County on their own 1 yard line. So 99 yards to go to even sniff the end zone. More importantly, you don't want to turn the football over here. Second down and 10 as we start the fourth. And a game that's been really fun to watch. A stark contrast from Monday night's game that was more of a rock fight. These two teams have put up the combined 34 points in explosive fashion here tonight. Overton County scored from 44 yards, 85 yards, and the 4-yard score by Hudson Hauser. White County scored from Tate Pinion from 57 and 67 yards. Hauser with a hard count, going to get 5 free yards, so make that second down and 5 now for Overton County. Good hard count right there from the 8th grade quarterback Hudson Hauser. Gives them room to work here on the offensive side. Makes it second down and 5 for the Junior Wildcats. Maybe a little bit of momentum here for the blue and white. Good movement on the offensive side of the football all night long. A couple mistakes. You're going to get that with middle school football. But Overton County's really moved the football well here against White County. Handoff goes to Mansell. Mansell looking to bounce outside. Mansell gets to the edge. Mansell to the 15. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Goes Lucas Mansell. And oh my goodness, 30, 20, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lucas Mansell. 95 yards for the Overton County Junior Wildcats running back. His third touchdown of the night. Couldn't come at a better time for the 8th grade back. Extends the lead to 28-12 on the 95-yard touchdown run by Mansell. Overton County has to line up now to go for 2, but now extend their lead to 28-12 over White County. You just knew that 23 in the blue and white was going to break free. He gets it now. He comes to the sideline. He's got to catch his breath. He's got to get a little bit of water. Now Tucker Hargis in at the tailback. That's number 20. I don't have 20 on the roster. At the fullback position, Hauser rolling. Hauser trying to find his brother in the corner of the end zone. And that ball is going to fall incomplete. But your score with 7:33 remaining in the fourth quarter, Overton County 28, White County 12. You're watching Overton County Junior Wildcats football on the Livingston Academy Sports Network. So after the 95-yard touchdown, the third of the night for Lucas Mansell, he's got runs of 85 and 95 yards for 6 tonight. Gives Overton County a 28-12 lead. Gage Kaufman going to tee this thing up for Overton County. Pinion and Taylor back to receive for White County. Taylor is going to take it at the 27-yard line. Taylor trying to get up the far or the near sideline. He doesn't. He's wrapped up inside by Briar Hutchison and number 21, Rylan Hummel, there on the tackle. I believe Rylan might have been. I thought it was 20 as the fullback a minute ago. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that was Rylan Hummel on the 2-point conversion try there a moment ago. 7:13 remaining here in the football game. Overton County leads 28-12. On a beautiful night. Beautiful August Thursday night here at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. I'm Josh Scott. Gage Cox to my left. Young man's doing a phenomenal job with the graphic work. Dacus going inside to Pinion. Pinion makes a man miss, bounces off one more. Tries to make Hargis miss. He gets the edge to Tate Pinion. Tate trying to outrun Graff. Graff does a good job holding the edge and forcing Tate Pinion out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on first down. Gets the ball across midfield down to the 37-yard line for inside opponent territory, and it'll be first down and 10 for White County at the 37-yard line. That's the home run threat right there by Tate Pinion. It is a two-score game because we did see last year Aiden Hoover kick some extra points for Overton County, but most middle school teams don't have a place kicker, so it's a two-possession game when you're counting the two-point conversions. Still time for White County to get back into this one, especially with an explosive player like Tate Pinion. It's Dacus on the quarterback keeper, quarterback power. Goes inside for 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7 at the 34-yard line. White County's got to have some kind of sense of urgency. 6.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, but able to move the football on the ground at ease at times tonight has been White County. Now, it has been the Junior Wildcats defense just on the previous White County drive. Came up with a goal line stand at the 1-yard line. Second down and 7. White County, 4 wide receivers, Pinion in the slot. They've liked to go to the screen game here at times. They even had the go route a moment ago and overthrew it. Fake handoff. Dacus keeps it. Well played right there by Gage Kaufman. Gage Kaufman forced inside. May have been Colton Watts. It was Gage Kaufman. Forced inside. Lucas Mansell cleans it up. A gain of 1. So they'll make it, I'm going to give him 2 there. So make it third down and 5 at the 32-yard line for White County. A huge moment in this football game. If White County can convert this, they keep the drive alive, down 2 scores. If Overton County were to get this stop here, it's almost 4-down territory for the Warriors, and then the ensuing play could be a big one here for this Wildcats defense. Dacus, snap. Dacus looking out to the flat. He has Cope. They had success there earlier. Cope tries to make a man miss. He doesn't. Tucker Hargis on the tackle. Gain of 4. Looks to be 4th and 1 for White County. Big tackle right there by Hargis. Doesn't let Cope go. Be 4th down and 1 for White County at the 29-yard line. So big play here. If you're Overton County, you got to be aware that White may try to draw you off sides. If you're White County, the only thing you're concerned about is getting the 1 yard you need to keep this drive alive. And here we go. Dacus at quarterback. Pinion, his tailback to his right. It's Cope and Nat Gorin in the slot. It's a handoff inside. It's going to depend on the spot. That's really close. I believe he got the first down, but they may measure this. That far side official came running in. It's really close, and they're going to say first down, White County. Tate Pinion, when you need him the most, makes a play. That's first down and 10 for White County at the 32-yard line. So got more than the yard it needed. Almost got 2. White County with a little momentum keeps the drive alive. 3:50 remaining here in this football game. Overton County leads 28-12. Dacus on the rollout. Dacus looking to throw. Going to rifle it, fired in there, and that's going to be complete. Down for a gain of 9 to the 18-yard line. Taylor on the completion there from Dacus. Good throw by Dacus to find number 15, Taylor. Just kind of ran the stop route and sat down in the soft spot of the zone. It makes it second down and 1 now for White County. Trips to the top. Simmons, handoff inside, and that's blown up by Lucas Mansell and Ryder Story. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. It's timeout White County. Your score with 2:54 remaining in the football game. Overton County 28, White County 12. Back at Tom Davis Memorial Stadium on the Livingston Academy Sports Network, I'm Josh Scott. On the call for football tonight, the Overton County Junior Wildcats hosting the White County Warriors. Big play right there by Ryder Story. On 2nd and 1, comes up with a huge loss. Tackle for loss on Tate Pinion, or no, it was actually Haskell Simmons on the carry. Loss of 2. Now 3rd and 3. You got to think this is going to be Dacus or Pinion. Screen fake. Ball is up in the air. Colton Watson's got a play on it. It does go outside, and the ball is going to fall incomplete, way out of bounds. Coverage on the play by Colton Watzel. And now 4th down and 3 for White County. They don't get it here. This game is more than likely over. Got to see, if I'm coaching the White County Warriors, this ball does not leave the hands of number 3. Tate Pinion's been so good tonight, has both touchdowns for this White County Warrior offense. 57 yards on the reception from Dacus in the second quarter, or first quarter rather, 2:07 remaining. And then on the next drive in the second quarter, a 67-yard rushing touchdown for Tate. Only 2 scores of the night for White County. You have to think that number 3 is going to be the factor here on 4th down and 3. 2:53 remaining in the football game. Do or die here for this Warriors offense. It's Dacus in the shotgun snap. Dacus looking, faking down in the flat. It's incomplete. Dacus was looking for Judah Smith. Colton Watson was on the coverage. Interesting play call there to not feature Pinion. And the result is 1st down and 10. Back-to-back turnover on downs for this Junior Wildcats defense. First down and 10 for Overton County now at the 20-yard line. Overton County leading 28-12 with 2:47 remaining in this football game. All they got to do is keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock running, don't turn it over, and they're going to come away with their first win of the night. That's Tucker Hargis. Tucker trying to find contact. He does, and he gets 10 yards on the carry for Tucker Hargis. Gotta love Tucker. That one's personal to me. It's one of my guys over at the Livingston Middle School. Is Tucker Hargis. 37 goes for 10. It's a first down. Livingston Academy out to the 30-yard line. Mansell coming in now to spell Hargis after the 10-yard pickup, and that's going to keep this clock moving now. 2:20 remaining here in the final quarter of the game. White County only has the 1 timeout. Not really much they can do about this result here unless Overton County makes a mistake. A huge rebound here tonight as Overton County's put up 4 touchdowns just 3 days after they couldn't find the end zone against a really good Salina Bulldogs team. Hauser, I formation, handoff goes to Mansell. Mansell looking for space, don't really matter. Just got to keep the ball in your possession. Gain of 2 for Mansell, maybe 3 there for the back who's scored 3 touchdowns tonight. Had a 44-yard rushing touchdown on a lateral from Hudson Hauser, a 85-yard touchdown on the ground on reversing field, and then the 95-yard touchdown just in this quarter. 7:33 remaining in the quarter. He extends the lead to 28-12 for Overton County, and that's where we stand. 2nd and 7 now for the Junior Wildcats, going to come away, barring catastrophe, with their first win of the season. Of course, the 2024 campaign that went undefeated. They joined the Middle Tennessee Youth Football Conference, or the Middle Tennessee, Youth Football Conference this year. Get back in their conference they were dominating in for many years. Gain right there for the ball carrier. Timeout on the field. That was Mansell on the carry. Gain of 2, maybe 3 there. Give him 2. Makes it 3rd and 5. Down at the 35-yard line. Stay right here with us as Overton County is going to pick up their first win of the season here at home. Tom Davis Memorial Stadium. They didn't lose a game here last year. Going to go to 1-1 on the season. Of course, splitting on the week. Second game of the week. It's been a whole different Junior Wildcats squad. Whatever Coach Melton and his staff told his team over the last 2 days of practice has stuck. Really only 1 day of practice. You get Wednesday is your walkthrough in middle school football. So 1 day to really clean up the mistakes on Tuesday. And Junior Wildcats have definitely responded tonight with a 28-12 win, more than likely, over White County. What's next on the Livingston Academy Sports Network on YouTube? Well, it's going to be about 2-3 weeks, I believe. We have a Junior Wildcats game here against Smith County. And then the Livingston Academy Wildcats will return to the friendly confines of Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, where they'll play host to Warren County on August 29th. We'll have that coverage here on the Livingston Academy Sports Network on YouTube. But tonight it's been the Overton County Junior Wildcats, their second game of the week, with a 28-12 lead with only a minute to go. No timeouts remaining for White County. Hauser in the I formation, Stoltz and Mansell in the backfield. This thing's going to stay on the ground no matter what. Handoff goes to Mansell. Mansell inside. Mansell gets wrapped up high. Gain out to the 39-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 1 for Overton County. And if I'm Coach Holland, Coach Melton, I'm going to run a play right here. And worst case scenario, you're going to have about 6 seconds left here on 4th down and 1. You can run this play or run this clock all the way down and call the timeout. There's now 30 seconds remaining here in the football game. You can probably call a timeout with 6 seconds to go or so, and then run your final play. Give White County no time on the other side to do anything with it. Play clock down to 10. Down to 5. And Overton County is going to take the delay of game. Nope, they're going to take the timeout, I believe. Nope, they're going to take the delay of game. So with 6.8 seconds left, thought Overton might call a timeout there. They don't. 6.8 seconds left. Overton County is going to be called for delay of game. So it'll be 4th down and 6. It's not going to matter. Overton County is going to move to 1-1 on the season. White County elects to let the clock run. And your final score tonight, Overton County, the Lucas Mansell Show, comes away with a 28-12 win over the visiting White County Warriors. Welcome into the post-game show. We'll recap the action here tonight. It was Overton County who got the scoring started in the first quarter. 6:55 remaining in the first quarter. Hudson Hauser laterals the ball to Lucas Mansell, and Mansell scampers 44 yards for the touchdown. 2-point conversion was good on a pass from Hudson Hauser to Slade Parsons that gave Overton County an 8-0 lead. After a Briar Hutchison fumble recovery, it was Lucas Mansell scampering 85 yards for the Overton County touchdown with 2:56 remaining in the first quarter. That extended the lead out for the Junior Wildcats to 14-0. On the ensuing White County drive, it was a Jack Dacus to Tate Pinion touchdown pass, 57 yards to narrow the gap to 14-6. 2-point conversion was no good, but the score was within one score for White County. Offensive drive was marred by penalties next for the Overton County Junior Wildcats, and they had to punt the football away. And there, it was Tate Pinion again. 67 yards to the house with 7:36 remaining in the second quarter to narrow the gap to 14-12 after the failed 2-point conversion try. A back-and-forth drive a little bit for the Overton County Junior Wildcats. Saw the Junior Wildcats punt it away. They would hold serve, and then White County would be on the punt next. It was there that the snap was fumbled away by Eston Humphrey, and he fell on at the 4-yard line. It gave Overton County an opportunity at the Warriors' 4-yard line, 4 yards from pay dirt. And there, Hudson Hauser found the end zone on the ground. 2:41 remaining in the second quarter. The Wildcat signal caller gets the end from 4 yards out and extends the score out to 20-12. It'll be Hauser on the 2-point conversion, creating with his feet once again up the far sideline and extending the lead to 22-14. After a huge goal line stand at the 1-yard line on 4th and inches, it was Lucas Mansell 2 plays later rushing and breaking free from 95 yards out with 7:33 remaining in the fourth quarter and that gave us our final total of 28 points for this Wildcats offense. Overton County improves to 1-1 on the season. They will travel up to Fentress County to take on the Fentress County Crush next Thursday night before returning home the following week to play longtime rival Smith County. We thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Livingston Academy Sports YouTube page at Livingston Academy Live, presented by the Huddle Network. For Gage Cox, my production man, off to my left, I'm Josh Scott, saying so long from Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, where tonight the Overton County Junior Wildcats defeat the White County Warriors 28-12. So long, and go Hawkeyes.